and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Together,
therapist.
we're the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
We're going to talk about 7 unusual stretches most people should do daily, and plus we're doing a giveaway.
That's something new.
Yeah, a weekly giveaway. And actually, this is what we're using for the giveaway. We're actually giving a stretch out strap. It's by OPTP. And they actually have a booklet too. And they have a whole bunch of stretches you can do. And a lot of more typical ones you would do with it, like the hamstring.
Yep.
I'm just going over ones today that you probably haven't, you might be never have seen before.
Right. They're therapist oriented and
and sometimes problem oriented. Like if you're having trouble with your neck, you want to do one of these stretches. If you're having trouble with your shoulder, you're having trouble with your back, we're going to kind of show you different ones to try. So there's some of them not that everybody should do it, and a lot of these are more geared towards as you get older.
Yes, the aging process.
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free. We upload every day. Also, join us on the social media channels, especially go to Facebook right now. We'll have that stretch out strap listed there on how to go ahead and sign up for the contest. We're giving away 5 of them.
5 of them?
Yeah, 5.
Excellent.
5. Yep, 5 big ones.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people buy these because once you learn how to use them, they're easy to carry. You can take them with you on vacation.
Yeah, they're very inexpensive too. I mean, if you wait till you see if you win one, you really don't need to. You can purchase one now and then you can give one as a gift.
There you go.
All right, first one, Brad. I'm going to go ahead and start off here. So the first one is actually for those of you who are having some neck problems. A lot of times, neck pain occurs when you're lacking motion. And a lot of times the common motion that people are lacking is extension. Because quite often, unless you work on cars or ceilings, you're not working your neck that way very often.
Right.
And we find out people quite often are tight in that direction. So this strap works really well for this, by the way. It's thin, but it kind of grips the neck.
Yeah.
So
you want something that kind of holds onto the skin so that it gets to the right level in your vertebra in your neck.
Right, and this is one where you can actually work on different levels of the neck. So like I'll put it at one level here, and I bring the straps up to kind of eye level.
Sure.
Because that's the way the joints are oriented. So there's a specific reason we're doing this. And if you have trouble with your hands, you can actually put them in the loops like this, and then I go up, and you see my hands stay with my eyes.
About every 6 inches, there's a loop. That's the big advantage of using the stretch out strap, especially if you have poor grip strength.
Yeah, and then, like I said, you can move it down a little further and do another set of 5 to 10, and you can just work your way up and down the spine, the cervical spine, and you can find out the neck's going to get a lot looser.
Right. And Bob's doing it sitting without a back, but oftentimes that does work better if you have
with a
backrest that you can lean into and relax a little bit more.
So just real quickly, I can show you exactly. This is giving me support here. A lot easier to do. Get into the loops, and then you can really lean up over the chair. So
it's just more relaxed.
Yeah, good point, Brad.
Yeah, make sure that the chair is not too high. If you got a high office chair, they're not. You bump your head into them.
I was going to say, boom, boom, boom. That's not going to work either. So, all right, the next one is if you're actually having trouble with your neck turning, and I actually have a little bit of trouble going to the left right now, Brad. So I'm going to work on that direction. Well, no, that's actually going to hit my mic. Sorry, you're going to have to work on going to the right. So this is a little complicated, but what you're going to do is you're going to drop this one. I'm going to go to the right. So you drop the one that's your direction you're going to go to. I'm going to grasp over here. I'm going to put it through the loop again, Brad.
You bet.
And through the loop here. And I'm going to go over and go across like this.
See, he's going across the jawbone, actually, which is going to help keep the pressure where it needs to be and more stable.
Now, I'm not going like this.
Yeah, you won't be able to breathe so well.
You want to be able to breathe. So this one stays straight down, gives a little pressure. And again, you can work at a little bit different levels here by doing this. Yeah, but just a great way. I mean, you don't want to be that person that, especially some of the older cars, where you have to look back. And you're that person that can't look back and they just take a guess whether or not there's a car behind them?
I haven't seen any studies, Bob, but I think you would agree with me and any therapist. When you get people in their 60s, 70s especially, or older, this rotation is one of the things that almost everyone starts to lose as you get older.
To go. So, let's keep it loose, and then a lot of times the pain decreases right along with it.
Sure.
Brad, you're going to show what you can do actually shoulder extension and a chest stretch kind of at the same time. So if you do both at the same time.
Right. And Bob picked me for this because I wanted to. No, actually, I inherently have tight shoulders.
Yes, he does.
Particularly when there's a stretch where you reach back like this, and I can barely reach. So if you use a stretch out strap, it really makes it much easier. And I'm going to put my hands in there like this. I'll go to this loop. And there we go. And so I'm just going to stretch up like this. Boy, I can feel that stretch right across my pectoralis major and minor. And that's a nice postural stretch.
It is. And so you're getting two benefits here. You're stretching the shoulders into extension, which
Yep.
is one that tends to be tight on people.
Right.
And you're stretching your chest.
And now I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to go out actually I'm going to go 2 loops, and I'm going to stretch it out, and then I can go a little higher, and that changes the muscle fibers where you stretch. And
I'm always trying to keep good posture when you're doing this.
There you go. I'm even going to go all the way almost to the end.
Boy, you wild man.
Oh,
He's going to go up over the top. Look at that. He went over the top.
Yeah, I can't quite make it, Bob. I could, but I might pull a muscle, so I'm going to have to go one more loop over.
And this is actually a nice stretch in
There
itself.
we
That's a
go.
great posture stretch.
Yep. Get the head back where it belongs. Don't allow this. Oh, Bob, this one
All
feels
right.
good.
Why don't you go into shoulder internal rotation? Now, this is
Oh.
one that's quite often, if you're having a shoulder problem and you're lacking the motion, like some people, you can compare the two arms. Like one might go only this far and the other one goes up this high.
Yep.
You want to stretch this one then, especially if it's pain-free. You don't want to do it, make it hurt. But you're going to go ahead and Brad's showing how you can actually kind of use it as a pulley system almost there.
You can go like this, or you can just leave it slide over your shoulder. Depends on how it works for you. But this is a nice stretch. And you're only going to go, if this creates a lot of pain, then you're not going to do it.
Right.
It should feel like it's just a healthy stretch, gentle pain at all.
And you can go pressure on, pressure off.
Yep.
You can just bump into the pain, but don't create pain.
Right.
So, all right, next one, Brad. If you don't mind, I'll take over again.
You better believe it,
So
Bob.
now we're talking about, let's say you're having trouble with your mid back. When we say mid back, we say like from your shoulder blades down to about up here, the lower part of the upper part of the low back. So this is just a great stretch to do that you can do throughout the day. You can actually get the loops like this again, your hands into the loops, and you're going to get it up higher like this.
Yeah.
And now you can go pressure up like this. It's just a great way to.
So Bob is
the
actually
stress.
pushing up this
Yep,
way
exactly.
if the strap wasn't there.
And it's giving it almost a little traction to the back
Right.
while I'm going and getting an extension into the back.
And this is that one I really, with this grippy, you can do it, with a t-shirt on like that, or you can even do it with your shirt off if you want, and that kind of gets right into the skin in it. It's really stable and it works well.
Right, it's not going to slide up on you. So next one is the quadratus lumborum.
Oh, the QL.
So, the QL, yeah. So a lot of times you want to sit down to kind of stabilize your
Yep.
pelvis. But this is nice because it almost you really kind of go into the position that you were in earlier, Brad, where you kind of have the loops apart like this.
Yep.
And you're just going to go ahead and you just pull over like this. It's just
Sure.
a great way to really stretch. I'm resting my hand now right there. And
There
it's
you go.
pulling on there. And I can get this side here. So
That's what you're making faces, Bob.
Well, it's a good, it's a happy face though, isn't
oh,
it?
good. Hurts so good.
It's so good.
Right.
All right, the last one. If you're having low back pain, you've probably heard Brad and I do this many times where we work on extension. And at some point, sometimes they get tight and the pelvis is coming off the floor like this. So we actually have people take a towel or strap. And what would be nice about this, Brad, you could actually put it through your belt loop.
Oh, sure.
And because it would stay in place then.
Sometimes it slides up this
Yeah.
way, and you'll want it low typically, right about your belt line. You put it through your belt loop, and that'll.
Yeah, and so you can see how this is holding my pelvis down,
Yep.
holding my back down. It's actually stretching the back better.
Yeah, I don't know if
So-
they can you see that belt in there, Liz? Good.
So again, people do not tend to stretch their back in that direction.
Right.
And there are a couple cases in which you don't want to.
Sure.
Brad,
You want me to tell them?
I want you to tell them.
Yes. If you got lumbar stenosis or spondylolisthesis, or pronounce it how you,
Spondylolisthesis. I
Yeah.
don't know.
if you have those two, you're not going to do that stretch. It's going to create some problems there.
Right. So those are some, again, there's a lot more stretches you can do with this, the more
Oh.
typical ones.
Yeah.
But those kind of went over the neck and shoulder and back. you know, ones that you may not
Right.
typically do with this strap.
It really works good for the legs and the hamstrings, and those are more
Yep,
common.
Yep, exactly.
Commonly-
Great for hamstrings. So, by the way, Brad and I can fix just about anything.
You almost forgot, didn't you?
Yep,
Except
did.
for
a broken heart.
there you go.
Thanks for watching.